got a message for you.
First order of business. Apologies for the lack of videos lately. Last video was the minute crit one, and I said I would do the thunder track, but it was raining on that day and I don't like rain, remember. So today I'm going to ride this and see what happens really. Second order of business is I finally learned how to do this thing. Okay, let's go. I'm out with Dan right now. He's taking pictures of his new bike, which will be revealed soon. He's put it on Instagram, I think. But it is very nice. I'm also riding my nice bike. It's the Sunday best bike. Dan got the new. Have a Luke.
So the drivetrain is Capstein 11-speed drivetrain, so it uses a normal road 11-speed chain. I got that because it would be a lot quieter, a lot lighter, and it was just like something cool to put on a bike that I haven't seen much before, apart from on Francis. The cranks are the new Info Crank track edition, so they're pretty new. George Info Crank has given me them to test out for them, so I'll be using them at Track League this year, just to collect a bit of data for them. They're nice and stiff, nice and responsive on the power readings, so that'll be good. The wheels are Parkour's Pista rims, which are the same as what I've got on my road bike, but the disc brake version, so they don't have a brake track, and they're laced to Halo track hubs. Halo track hubs, I love them because they've got EZO Japanese bearings in. They're like super smooth and they're pretty good value, and they just work well. Onto the cockpit, I've always wanted some Envy stuff. I've not really had a bike that justifies it, and one of the reasons I wanted to build this up was like a super clean looking minimalist track bike, and I went through choices of loads of different component brands, but a lot of them don't have like a matching seat post, stem and bar, which like is quite baffling. And the ones that did, there was just something I didn't like about them. Like I wanted all round tubes on this bike, so I didn't want an aero handlebar, so that eliminated like one of the data options and that kind of thing. It was a bit of a sting to pay out for Envy, but it feels like one of those things that's cool to do once. One of the nice things about the Envy bars is they've got a very gentle flare, so the drops are 42 centimeters and the hoods are 40, so if you're running them on a road bike you can be a bit more narrow when you aero at the top, but you've still got like leverage for the sprints. And the saddle is, I've got them on all my bikes, is the Specialized Roman. This is the S-Works version just because the rest of the bikes had money spent on it, so why not get a cool saddle for it too. I had a bike fit recently, so I now have the slightly wider version. It just stops my hips rocking a bit, so it's the 155mm wide version. But
big booty.
Yeah, it's very light for a saddle, and I think it fits the finish of everything else. Why did I get a standard? Again, like the overall plan was to just have like a really minimal bike that was all round tubed, and then I wanted to satisfy a few criteria. So like, to keep it looking minimal, I wanted an integrated headset. I wanted it to be tapered because that seems to be like the standard that everyone uses, and it's supposed to be a bit stiffer. The geometry is good for my fit, so I can like have the stem slammed in it. It rides well for me. It's about 1.5 centimeters lower than my other track bike, so it's a little bit more aggressive. Has good clearance for tyres and a nice stiff bottom bracket. It's the Columbus Pista fork, so it still has an alloy steerer, which makes the front end a bit heavier, but actually because like the 11-speed drivetrain's really light and the fork is quite heavy, it puts the balance of the bike like right in the middle, which is nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then, of course, you know my little wing, I think. Pretty sure I've done a build breakdown. Have I done a build breakdown of this? Maybe not. Maybe I'll do it later on. But I'll do it faster than Dan's. Because he talks very slowly. But yeah, I'll do a build breakdown of this. Now we're going to go into town, and find some other shit to do.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying.
What are you doing?
Posing a question.
Levi's never had this before.
It's nice. I'll pose the question now to them and then you can comment on it. So if you saw my Instagram the other day, depending on when this goes up, but whatever, I might get ear stretchers. So they won't really look any different to me now. These are just studs. A lot of people think these are stretchers anyway. But I've always wanted to do stretchers, so I thought I might do it. I've actually ordered the kit, by the way.
So the decision's made.
No.
So
I haven't, no, I've not made the decision. I just ordered it, just in case I decide to do it. I've got it ready to go. It's only like £5 or something on Amazon.
I just want to put a poll out to Levi's followers. Should I buy a red standard? Let me know. I've already bought it.
It's not the same thing.
I've got a message for you from Jimmy.
Hello.
Hello. Barber the other day to not clipper cut the sides of my hair, to scissor cut them. So he scissor cut them and then got the clippers out and clippered over the scissor cut. I was like, you literally can't stop yourself. Yeah, they're brand new pedals.
They're very tight pedals, Jesus Christ.
Watch out, it's got no brakes on it.
Last time I rode a bike with no brakes. I'm stuck now.
It's too big.
Bumped into Francis accidentally. Now we've got him on our quest for fun and chills with the bros. We're hungry though, food is now a thing.
But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
So I just posed a question on Francis' channel, and it's which bike you think is nicer, my number 22 Little Wing or Dan's Standard, and he's now currently getting the cinematic shots of it. He's gonna, probably do it to some hip hop artists, slow jam MCing, slow jam rapping or something.
Nice.
And now it's my turn to stand with my bike so we can get the gratuitous slow motion cinematic. Getting the slow motion pornographic shots of my bike. The winning bike. I'd like to point out that that bar tape was rewrapped off of some old Envy bars, but it still looks brilliant. That's right, get it. Get in there. My bike isn't as clean as Dan's because I rode it in the rain. Just getting the excuses in.
Why does it say MASH on it?
Because I like it.
Isn't that another bike brand?
Yes, but like everyone who is fixie puts other bikes brand stickers on their bikes.
Oh, is it a sticker?
Yeah. So he looks weird now because he's like moving in slow motion himself, but you've seen his stuff. It looks brilliant when he actually edits it all together.
Oh my word, I've not seen that bike for a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
I forgot you even have.
You've got some plastic on your arm, mate.
I know. Lunch.
Kamal has a new tattoo. Wait.
I like the delay.
Take a look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human after.
Just broke off from Francis. Now we are heading to get a burrito. Surprise, surprise. Because I've got to feed my Kamal, because he gets grouchy when he's hungry. He's not him when he's hungry.
And you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Fuck's sake. So we just finished up the day with Chipotle?
What?
What did you eat? Just now.
What?
What?
Chipotle.
Oh, okay. And ice cream. Started to get to that point in time where if I haven't posted, people start to question if I'm still alive or not, and when the next video is coming, which I really appreciate. I am alive, just about. Yeah, it's just getting hard to do videos at the moment because I'm doing a lot of work. Maybe I should get a new job where I have more time. But yeah, this was a nice little day out. Saw some people that I did not expect to see, Kamal and Francis being two of them. And hopefully, you don't have to wait as long for the next video. So until the next one, goodbye.
Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above.
Marker.
First of what you doing?
Just holding my bike. Like that I haven't seen much before, apart from on Francis.
Hello, Francis.
Well,
Cool, we're hot.
we're hot.
Seat's too low.
And ice cream. Yeah, I started. Shut up.
Power meter on my bike that's just spewing watts into like the atmosphere. So that puts the balance of the bike. That's kind of the bloopers, isn't it?
Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, and beg for forgiveness for making you cry. For making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me.